My hope is that they'll be brave, unapologetic, sharing their faith, bringing others with them, just standing boldly for the Lord.
There's been a big push in youth sports for travel sports, and it's really pulling kids out of church. What would you advise parents?
Yeah, that is rough. What I've advised some of the softball world is to create church at the fields. And we've started doing that, and you'll see probably 40 kids at a time, and they have probably 5 services, but they're between games. So you can come as you are, come whenever you want. But I don't know that we're gonna stop summer ball because it's a big business, and you think that's the way you gotta get your kid recruited. So let's bring church to the fields. Yeah, it's really tough because of cell phones, really. And what they want to feel good about themselves, so they'll read a couple comments that are positive, but then read a few negative, and then everything changes. So I just really try to make sure they know that they're not of this world. Like, we play softball, we're blessed, but we're so much more than that. Athletes lose their identity in performance or lack of, and how others see them, and that's really what I'm trying to do, is just make them understand there's so much more than just an athlete, softball athlete. Thanks.
My name is Seth Parkinson. I'm with Shine Cast Studios. And how do you balance your drive for competition with your faith and values?
That's a good one too, because sometimes I get lost in competition, which is really scary sometimes. So I have to really check myself. I have really, as I've gotten older, have really know how to calm my internal side and make it look like, almost like I don't care. I care very much, but I'm trying to show my players that you can handle it without losing it. And I try to be a good example of that. Yes.
How did faith become such a major part of your coaching strategy, and how do you respond to it?
My husband is a big influence on that. So he challenged me, and one time he challenged me. I was at a press conference where we lost in the national championship game, and he not dared me, but he challenged me to give glory to God. And this is before I was very comfortable speaking out loud. So I'll never forget that moment when I said, whether we win or lose, we'll always give glory to God. And I thought all of the reporters would be writing this down, and they're looking at me like you're looking at me right now, like, we don't care, talk about the game. And then I knew, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Why am I afraid to speak the truth? And so that day changed my life and allowed me to speak the truth. And our players see that in me, and they're learning. I'm trying to teach young girls how to be women, but women of faith as well.
One more question?
It seems like we're living in a golden age of athletes speaking out about their faith.
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago, we just had Tim Tebow, and now we have, it seems like, thousands. What do you think is driving that?
It's a revolution that you all need to pay attention to, because there's one side and there's another side. And the other side of Jesus is being pulled. Athletes are being pulled in that direction. I see it, I feel it. And their lives are changing, where the nerves are gone, because they know the end is written. And if the end is written, why am I nervous? He gave me these gifts, let me play. And that is what is killing the athlete, is just the expectation and the anxiety. So that's really where I'm trying to help take them, because it's really not a fun, enjoyable sport if you can't play it the way you know how.